Hi Nada, welcome. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting resituated again. I was live earlier. I had to take a little break. Give my daughter some lunch and get her situated, and then back on for some guidance, some readings, some space chilling, all the interesting stuff. Also, if you're interested in the previous lives that I had, like if you get a reading or whatever from before, I post them up on my YouTube, the whole live, so you can go back and check it out there. What are you doing? No, you have your iPad so you can watch your show, so you have to behave nicely. McPricks? I like it. Welcome. How are you? Sorry, I don't know what that is. Welcome, Mandeep, Legendary, Screaming Fire, Sindizzle, Terry, Beth, welcome. I'm gonna pull the crystals. I don't know why. Welcome, Sarah. And Alf, Indica Girl, Valentina, HFN, Sarah, welcome, everybody. I'm just doing some Lily North, welcome, Kiki Love. Some guidance, Pyrite. Man, where did I just see that about Pyrite? Jocelyn, May, Jeanette, welcome. I decided to pull a crystal for guidance. The people that like crystals and use them, I use them and I love them. Welcome, Ambra and Debbie. Lord, I couldn't spit that up. So, I have this crystal deck. It's just a stone deck, but it's kind of funny, a little sarcasm, but also very interesting knowledge to help. And this was the one I asked for the day, and this is what I got. So it says pyrite. What it is? Pyrite, aka fool's gold, is a metallic sulfide material. Its blingy, confident vibes and often perfect cubic structure align us with nature's power to give energy to amazing, beautiful things like you, baby. Who needs it? The chronically lethargic, anybody sleeping on their potential. Where to put it? Pyrite is often used near the solar plexus or will center, but it works wonders anywhere you need a little boost of masculine energy. For example, on the fellas, the low abdomen. Just saying. That's funny. When to use it? On that romantic weekend away from the kids, and whenever the energy to power through feels shrouded in dark matter, call on your core power. So that's talking about your self-confidence, your, what, baby? And your masculine power. What do you want, a different one? Oh, why are you doing the cooking show? Here. What did you do?
Nothing.
There we go. Oh, you just about got a nail in the eyeball, kid. No, get down. Grace. No, if you're gonna behave like that, then you're gonna have some trouble. What is going on? Here you go. Well, apparently I can't use it either. There you go. Figure it out. Sorry, guys. We took a rest, had some chill, and come back. I like to pull a lot of action-oriented cards, things that I do readings if requested, but I don't pull on other people's energy that don't ask for it. So if they show up in your energy, then it is what it is, and I will speak on it, but otherwise, I don't. Where did I just put it? I just had it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we'll start with an angel number. Drabs, Lori, I don't know all the symbols. Welcome. Oh, that's AI, weird. Welcome, Glow. Okay, can I have an angel number just for specific collective? Mama Muse, I like the name. Welcome. Prisha Exie. Welcome. Okay. 2424. Gotta love that number. Good times. Relaxation, joy, harmony, love, kindness, happiness, support, and unity. You are deserving of affection, relaxation, and joy. Open up to your family and friends about your feelings, and you'll find everyone aligned and working together harmoniously. Hi, April and Robin. Welcome. Many people are cheering for you. When you spread love, it returns to you multiplied. So if you start seeing this number on your receipts, gas pumps, uh, license plates, your clock, randomly seeing the number, that's your angels telling you, things are coming into harmonious balance, and that's fantastic. How are you? It's been only 500,000 years, eh? Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Patty. Welcome. And then we got 1001, which again is mirrored numbers, and I love that. Spiritual awakening, new beginnings, personal growth, embracing creativity, finding your path, inner peace, and transformation. You're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, which are so much fun. Ooh. I'm kind of making fun of it, but it is what it is. You gotta go through the dark to get to the light. So know that this is part of your awakening. You are on the path to enlightenment, and this challenging period will soon pass. Trust in the process of growth and transformation. And again, it's the double numbers and the mirrored numbers, and what the mirror numbers always tell me. What you have going on inside reflects out, which will reflect back to you. So if your intentions are not good, you're going to see that coming back to you in your dealings with people. If your intentions are pure and well-meaning, and you're healing and doing the work on yourself, and nobody's perfect, so it's not about being perfect. It's just about understanding that intention is everything, and as long as you're putting forth that effort, with integrity and with pure intentions, what you see coming back to you will start reflecting back to you just the same. So just like anything in this world, you get out of it what you put into it. So it's very simple. 4:34 on the clock. I love that. Welcome, Dot. I don't know what to say, Dot. And Scorpio Queen. Vito, welcome. Lady Scarlet. So I do a lot of motivation, gratitude, self-love, because that's what saved my life and continues to save my life. So I share that along the way. But I also, I do live readings. I have 1122 and 2222. I don't like to have them too expensive, but, and I will do love reading. I just will not go peeking into somebody else's energy, like asking me if your boyfriend's going to leave you. That's, I don't know your boyfriend, so I won't get into that. But if I pull your energy and kind of what's going on around you, and somebody comes into your energy, 4:34 on the clock, thank you, Spirit. If they are in your energy, I will tell you of that energy that's there. However, you'll know who that is, not me, right? First time here, watching from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome, Sassy. I'm in BC, Canada, so that's fantastic. I love fellow Canadians. I love everybody, but fellow Canadians always makes me happy. So. Welcome, Eddie. So, because a lot of my focus is always going to be self-love. Holy crap, Grace, you were trying to give me a heart attack? That would be my wild-ass child. Okay, you want to chill out before you break something crazy? Sorry. She gets a little excited when she's happy. It's so funny. Hold on, what did I do? Oh, there we go. So I do a lot of gratitude and a lot of affirmation, a lot of self-love, self-care, because it truly will save your life. And why does that feel so? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. I mixed them up. Of course I did. I'll sort them after. But they're both the same. I might as well just do the same. They're not the same. They're a little different, but... I pulled both my decks. So I guess we're mixing them together. I don't know if I can shuffle them that much, but so these are self-love, self-care, and gratitude, which is really the two most important things you can do to help yourself and those around you. So can I have self-care and a gratitude for the collective, something to focus on moving forward. Okay. We got this one. That's funny. I got this one earlier, so this is pretty cool. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It's holy ground. There's no greater investment. Investing in yourself is hard, but the end results will show up when you least expect it to. Before bed, recite the following affirmation 5 times. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday, and tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. And then also 44, which means you are loved, you are worthy of love, you are enough. So, and go look up that angel number. It's a really, really good meaning angel number. And then, where'd the other one go? I pull a couple of these because I really like these. This one's affirmation, and like I'm saying, they saved my life. And once you start actually putting into practice the affirmations, it kicks the crap out of the negativity and forces it out and replaces it with something positive, which we're always manifesting, always the good, the bad, the ugly. But when we can focus it on more positive things instead of manifesting, being late for work and all those things, we can focus on positive things, expanding time and doing things better for ourselves, right? So it's about getting out of the negative and focusing on the positive. Not toxic positivity, because you gotta go through the shit to get to the good, but understanding that and not hiding that and not locking it away or compartmentalizing it, understanding that when you can understand how and why you get to that space, you can then alchemize it and you can bring it into your center and love yourself through that. And then it sets that trigger apart. It's not as easy to just be triggered because you can understand from all sides of the coin, and it allows yourself to center. So a lot can happen with just some small affirmations. It's a pretty big deal. Welcome, Raven, Agum, Tatiana, and Ross. And if I miss anybody else along the way, I apologize. So, compassion for others begins with kindness to ourselves. Carry this affirmation with you today. I am here right now, and that is enough. The fact that you show up, just showing up for yourself is enough. And just being alive and breathing means you're automatically inherently worthy. Like there's nobody else gets to tell you your worth. The fact that you're still breathing means you're worthy because God gave you the breath in your lungs, and if He still sees fit for you to keep it, there's a reason for that. And when you get to that point, you're winning. Self-compassion is simply giving the same kindness to ourselves that we would give to others. Reach out to a loved one you trust for advice. Doesn't mean you have to take all advice that you hear either. Remember that. It's good to hear, and when you take it from with an open heart and understand that they're trying to help you in the best way they know how, it's a lot easier to accept that advice and trust it for what it is. So, oh, we're going to lose them. The booklet doesn't want to come out. Hold on. I got too many, I want to say too many decks, but I can already think about 20 more that I want to buy. So, we need a slower roll. Welcome everybody, Ross and Victoria and Candy. Can I have Young Miria card for the collective? Something to focus on today. Something to help action steps moving forward so we can be at our highest best self. Ooh, I like that. Throat chakra. I like that one. Round bridger. Okay. That's what we're doing. That is the topic. Yeah. Okay. So, we got... Okay, sit down. What are you trying to do? Don't start getting crazy. You want a different channel? Is that what you're trying to do? You have to use your words, kid. Okay, here. Okay, so we have the throat chakra, which is obviously speaking your truth. Careful, you're going to knock my tea over. And give me a second, I'll pull it up. Number 7. 777. 7 is the number today. Alright. And I love these because the artist put a lot of work and thought into this deck. So I'm a huge fan. So this is expression, communication, your own creative language, sharing your spirit, accepting your originality, truth, and authenticity. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires our aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of our inner being, the glowing song of our soul, on the winds of our flight to the understanding more of who we are. Connect to the crux of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal of light in the form of your own unique language. Be truthful with yourself about how you are really feeling. If you always act in integrity and follow your heart-centered truth, some unhealthy connections or aspects of your life may fall away, and you will be in complete alignment with your path. In this way, your internal psychic navigation system will become strengthened, your purpose will be clear, and you will inspire others through the sparkle of your deep inner knowing. And it's how you share your spirit, how you speak your truth, whether it's through song, art, however, it's your creative voice. Italian and JV Creative, welcome. Grandma, welcome. Ross. And then we have the Soul Star Chakra, and I really like, look at the artwork on these, just phenomenal. Number 10. And this is about getting in alignment, right? So when you're manifesting, when you have blocked chakras, it really affects all of your surroundings, your life. 444 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit, which is your stable foundations, by the way, which breaks down to a 3, which is also harmony, you know, the Holy Trinity. A million meanings for that, but it is simply being in sync, which is really important, and harmony, balance, right? Merging with the divine. So transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling, karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, and then ascension. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is a part of the grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. Remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. Consider that paradigms outside this physical reality may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration and can think outside the mind. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously, right now, across multiple dimensions. And then the theme of the card is karma, or what can be implemented or cleared for your optimal progress toward ascension. Very cool. I'm a big fan of this deck because they have a lot to say, and if you really pay attention to it, you can learn a lot and find better ways to be peaceful. Reclaim your energy, that's always a good one. Welcome, Dot FM, oh Lord, and M, and Seus, and Ross Hair, welcome. Sorry guys, if I butcher your name, respectfully, I don't mean it in any way disrespectfully. So if I can fix it and say it better, I will do my best. It's a respect thing. I believe names deserve the respect they are given. So I really do try. And then we have the Realm Bridger, which is visionaries, architects of the future, information from other realms, bridging the seen with the unseen, inspiration, seeding a new earth, traversing different states of consciousness, birthing ideas from subtle reality, and journeying. Have you ever felt that there is more than meets the eye in the perception we call reality? That there is more going on behind the scenes? Do you ever glimpse beyond your physical senses and wonder if what they perceive is just the tip of the iceberg? Do you ever get visions or insights just as you are falling off to sleep? Do you dream in colors that are more vibrant than you have experienced in waking life? As you raise your vibration and explore different states of consciousness, you may experience phenomena you might have believed only happens in fantasy stories. Through meditation and journeying, we invite a greater awareness of the subtle realities. These realms can be amazing places to bring through pioneering ideas, creativity, and to explore the edges of the universe. This card is about bridging the seen and the unseen. Intuitive painting is my method of connection, but the ability to crystallize the normally intangible can manifest in other ways. Anchoring the collective dreaming for a new future is not as out of reach as we may think. Just as water changes from solid to gas to liquid, we can catch the intangible in other forms. Metaphors, codes, or even maths can form the path of the visionary. Once these visions are in the minds and hearts of many, it can merge into matter. These blueprints then go to the architects, and the ideas become physicalized. It is time to dream outside the box. It is time for the inventors, the artists, the poets, and the visionary leaders to step forward and collectively dream in a new future. You are the pioneer of your life. The way forward may be in your dreams or visions. You might find it useful to do automatic writing or intuitive drawing to capture some of the more lucid information. Be creative and don't take on the opinions of others. It's time to think and do things a whole other way. After all, as the saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I love these ones, and it's about action steps forward. And we start getting creative, we empower ourselves. We do so much better. We feel better. We allow ourselves to be open and get out of the chaos of the anxiety, the worry, the stress, all of the things. And when we get out of there and we can calm that and get rid of the negative thoughts, we're now allowing in the new, the good, and the things that allow us to stretch ourselves to a different place and a different time to bring in and ground all of the things that we love. Welcome, everybody. Patrick and Keely and Victoria, welcome. And if I miss your name, sorry, I'm reading and pulling cards, and sometimes I'm blind. If you haven't noticed, I look like this when I'm trying to read stuff. I probably need to get more glasses, new glasses. Ladybuggy, welcome. Let's pull a moon card. So I pull these just for guidance, and I know a lot of people pop in and out, and that's what I'm here for, motivation and, that was weird, sorry. Motivation and action steps forward, things that we can ask ourselves so we can do a little bit better and just get curious. It's not about judging ourselves or others, it's about getting curious. And when you ask questions without judgment and you listen for the answers and you don't judge those answers and you start trying to act on them in better ways, pretty much everything you do in that manner is going to be beneficial in one way or the other. You may not see it in the immediate, but you'll start to see it pull together. And when you start doing that, and this little thing over here happens, and this little thing, and then they all start coming, and then they connect, and it brings you back to the spot where things are merging and turning out to your highest best good, and definitely in your favor. So don't worry about the small things, just always lead with your best intention and ask yourself, you get upset, you get worried, you're being in a chaotic moment, Just ask why. Why is this triggering me? Why is this upsetting me? Why is this bothering me? Get curious and allow yourself to hear the answer without judgment. It's so perfect, right? Welcome, Demetrius and LOL. Welcome. Miss Grace, what are you doing? Don't make me have to come in there. So I want to pull a moon one. Oh, that came right away. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So somebody's got something interesting coming. Here, I put, oh, right there. Here. You're so silly. Alright, let's see. What's a new moon in Libra? Pick a 4. Alright. Give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are that this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is a sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish. It won't get you anywhere at this time. And then reach out to someone and let them know you care. And then feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. That makes sense. And then the teaching. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind, and luxurious, and always aiming for balance. So when we have a new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances, and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to balance. And my lights were flashing, so that was confirmation. That was funny. Okay, give me one more. I won't read them all, but that one had to be read, I guess. Welcome, Michael and Sammy. And Layla? What do we got? Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. These ones are all good. I should have just kept that open, but... New moon in... Let's see. Okay, whatever's coming your way, it looks set to put a smile on your face. So this is all positive. That's a good thing. All of the things, that's what I kind of thought was happening. Everything's coming into balance. Justice is coming in. And that's good. And that's balancing out. So if it's good, it's good. It's bad, it's bad. But if it's bad, it's trying to teach you something. If it's good, it's showing that you've already learned the lesson. So there's a lesson in the lesson in the lesson, always. And when we remember that and we accept that, we find the best way to learn that and learn that with love, without resentment, without judgment. You find everything becomes much easier. So the new moon in Sagittarius can mark the restart of fun after a period of feeling low. The energy is adventurous and even willing to take a few risks. But be careful you don't bet at the farm on something here, as the Wheel of Fortune is still spinning. This card is about exploring life metaphorically by exchanging big ideas with others or just thinking about your own philosophies. Perhaps it's time to change your mind about something important. It can also signal that a trip away is coming up, if that's something you're working to achieve, but the overall message of this card is that whatever happens next will be some sort of gift, even if that simply means widening your worldview. Very cool. Sagittarius is the sign of the sun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. It's the sign of the big idea. The sign of big ideas. I can't read today. I don't know what's up. Welcome, Aries girl. Its energy is expansive, upbeat, lucky, and divine. The new moon in Sagittarius exudes all this, as this card does whenever you draw it. Nothing is set in stone with Sagittarius, and an optimistic energy could attract all manner of good things if you tap into the energy by expecting the best. Yeah, if you go in, you have to go in with that positivity. It's not toxic positivity, and you gotta be realistic because you have to have practicality in your plans, so you have small goals and you can build your way up to them. But along the way, when you do that and you go into it with if I'm putting in my best, I'm going to get the best out of it, then at the end of the day, it's definitely going to be beneficial. Welcome, Mommy Christine and Nietzsche, and Lynn. Welcome. Again, sorry if I butcher your name. I don't mean to, respectfully. Yeah, well. I have so many to choose from. That's the problem. Sorry. Sorry, I'm just having some tea. This is my tea. I make it. And I sell it on my Etsy, so you can always go check that out. I believe the information's in my bio. What do we want to see now? Yeah, I kind of want to do that one. Wealth and prosperity flows to me easily. I like that. Always blessed. Welcome. Can I have a couple of cards for the people popping in and out? 11:11, new beginnings. Isaiah 43:19. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. If you start showing up and you show up for yourself, God will make a way. And the universe will make a way. Your spirit team will show up and pave that path with you. And before you know it, it's already weaving and winding and you didn't even know. You're already halfway through it. And then angel number 17. And I leave these ones blank sometimes because I want you to go check them out. Because usually those numbers mean something. Original, welcome. There was someone else, I missed it. There's somebody avoiding their emotions that don't want to heal. They think they're broken. But guess what? You're not broken. You just cracked a little, and so you can let the light in. And it's hard sometimes, and it's yucky. There's nothing fun about healing, especially in the beginning stages of it. Repeat quietly and often to yourself. Wealth. Just wealth. Get used to saying it. Get used to being it. Get used to acquiring it, having it, sharing it. Redhead, welcome. And then we have don't settle. Speak what I want. Stand tall and stand firm. Setting boundaries. Creating boundaries with yourself. Self-discipline. Those around you. You don't have to be rude or mean or cruel, but set those boundaries and understand that if somebody's not treating you properly or dealing with those boundaries or respecting those boundaries, then you just walk away, period. You leave and let them. And this is the season of let them. Truly it is. Red Rosa, welcome. Remember to stand your ground. So, truth. And then this is one I just like to say, I like to say it pretty often because your spirit team is, oh, my ears are ringing. I'm on target? I think so. Okay. Welcome, Lily and Tare and Fairy. So, this is something that I just like to say because our spirit team shows up for us. They stay with us when nobody else does. They see our tears. They see our change when no one else does. They see all of those things. So, thank you, my spirit team, for always supporting me and helping me be kind to myself and learning ways to be more open to you. I truly can't wait to be able to connect and speak freely with each and every one of my team that patiently protects me while waiting for me to figure out how to get closer to you. When you say those things, you speak it into existence. One, you're letting your spirit team know, I see you, I feel you, I recognize you, and I appreciate you. Two, you're saying to the universe, I want to be open. I want to be that connection, and I want to be able to communicate so I can understand better. So, speaking those things into the universe allows the universe to know exactly what you want, therefore sending you more opportunities to get better and do better things and be a better connection to source. Welcome, Patrina and Cassidy. And then I tether only to that which serves my highest good, helps me step into my most abundant timeline, and multiplies the love that I am to receive. And so it is. And then we have peace. It's the small stuff. I'm telling you, when I was asked, and I don't have a lot of things. I have enough. I have everything that I need, even when I'm in the struggle. But at the end of the day, when I was asked, when God said to me, what is it you want? I said, peace. I want knowledge, I want wisdom. But in the chaos and all the crap and the trauma and all the things that I was trying to overcome. Hi, Eric. Welcome. Sid Constable. Welcome. And Marion. Welcome. So, in all of the chaos and all the things that happened in life, that was the one thing that I wanted, was peace. Because you can have wealth, you can have knowledge, you can have all the things. But if this chaos is going on so bad around you all the time, and you're taking it in, taking it on, you're not allowing yourself to hear that knowledge and that wisdom and all those things. So the first thing was peace. And it took a few years, but I'm getting there. And again, you have to trust in divine timing, which is just perfect. I am wealth, success, happiness, gratitude, and love. But when we come from a peaceful, non-chaotic space, we then allow ourselves to quiet our mind and hear what they're actually trying to say to us. Hear what our best self is saying. Welcome, Corey. Need to find ways to meditate even in the chaos. Guided meditations might help. And again, so that's, I know that's a thing. It's been a thing. It's about calming the mind, and I knew that was part of the thing that I was called to speak on. And then connect with the animals. And the reason is, animals are also a bridge, okay? They see all the realms at once too, right? So they can see the other spirits around. They can see the other dimensions, and they know how to take that space, and they hold space for you, and that chaos and that negativity and the anxiety, they sit there and they absorb it because they know how to transmute it so well, which is why you see all the service animals out there. And at 5:05 on the clock, facts. Welcome, Lexi. That's why they're there. You know, they're professionals at doing that, and they do it naturally. It's not even a thought process for them. So sitting with animals, getting yourself an animal, or just sitting in nature and watching the birds be birds, watching the squirrels run around, connecting with nature, it really does help ground that stuff and allows you to get out of that and find that peace so you can hear what's coming. Welcome, Susanna. Need to release. Let the universe handle it. Let go and let God. And I say God, it's whatever your higher power is that you believe in. I don't do the religion, I'm Christian, I'm this, I'm that. No. I think there's too many boxes, there's too many stereotypes, there's too many classes of something that should be this box that everybody's bent into, and I don't think that's okay. It should be about uniting and understanding that every tradition, every culture, every religion, every single thing out there is man-made, And because it's man-made, it's fallible. It's not perfect, right? So if you go in with bad intentions, you're going to get bad out of it. But if you look at it for the good morals, if you read the Bible, there's all kinds of good examples of fabulous things and ways to guide you, right? And some of the other texts, I can't understand them. I don't know the languages, but someday I hope to be able to study them and really understand. But you look at your traditions, your family's traditions, your cultures, all those things. There's many great things to take from them. There's some bad things too, but that's okay, because the idea is to learn from the bad things and focus on the good things and absorb them so they can be shared. So instead of us judging each other for what we think or believe, we're taking, oh, that's a great practice. I love that. Oh, I didn't like that one. It didn't make me feel so good. Okay, so what's a better idea? Now we're all communicating, we're talking, we're doing better. And it's when real discussion like that happens, real unity and real change can actually happen. And then be open to receiving. Because when we share and we come from that space of just hearing, not hearing to react or respond or any, just listening, and listening with an open mind and an open heart, we allow so much joy and so much knowledge and peace to come to us. And we find this space where everyone can sit in non-judgment and unity and just be accepting of each and every person. And that's the best way to be. Then we have the ninth house, philosophy, which I think is pretty much what I was talking about. Associated with travel, philosophy, higher education, and theology. And then the natal planets of often defined by their wanderlust and curiosity as they pursue an insatiable quest for knowledge. That makes sense. And then when it's transiting through the ninth house, planets moving through the ninth house, we can find new inspiration by being exposed to individuals and concepts that exist beyond our day-to-day realities. Right, being open to learning and all those things. Which is exactly what I was talking about. Welcome, baby Joker. What do we want to do? Alright, okay, I'll do this one. This one I pull a lot of, because there's quick little affirmations that make a big, big change in our ability to process, think, and affirm greater things in our life. And there's nothing wrong with that ever. My kindness is a gift I bestow upon the world. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. Fabulous affirmations, and it's good to understand that inherently you're worthy. And there are people out there that just want to do great things and help you, right? Help you, help others, pay it forward, do great things for people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. And if we always think of the negative and all the bad things, and there's enough bad things going on out there, if we're always thinking about that and perceiving it that way, we're just asking to see more of that. And when we give too much attention to that, then we allow it to reign over the things that we can control. And we don't want that. Welcome, KG and Anne-Marie. And I don't know what the other one is, but the little stars, I like it. Welcome. What are we gonna... I like this one too. I just like seeing what the decks have to say. Soggy socks. I like it. Welcome. Vulgared? Welcome. Where did I... Oh, right there. Alright, can I have something to focus on to help in the coming days for the collective? Things to focus on, to question, to get to the nitty-gritty so that we can all come out in our highest, best self. Leap. You go first, and the universe will catch you. Sorry. Take the leap. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just take the leap. Devin, welcome. Small steps, baby steps, doesn't matter. As long as you take that effort and start heading towards that direction, the universe is going to find a way to keep you moving forward in that direction, doing well. Oh, I just got that flash of light. Perfect. Welcome, Blunt. And then trust the niggle. What's that niggling feeling trying to tell you? It's trying to tell you to take the leap. Whatever it is that you're wanting to do, that you're feeling called to do, that's what's telling you to do. And then align your life accordingly. What is not aligned or needs to change? So sometimes to take that leap and do the great things, you have to let go of things. I do readings, absolutely. And then it says, wait, postpone, and say no. So when you're jumping, yeah, we're into that duality, and I see what it is. So there's two. This can be partly because of the planetary alignments I'm seeing. Channing is it? I don't. So if you ask a personal reading for a love reading, I can tell you the energies around you and what's going on, but I won't peek into somebody else's energy if they're not asking for that. That's like me going to your house and peeking in your curtains, right? You didn't invite me there. That's not a respectful thing to do. But if you get a personal reading, right, even if they're mini readings, and you ask love questions that are not specifically person and they're in your energy, I can tell you how they're feeling, but I won't just go peek into somebody's energy without their permission, because the universe has laws about that, and that creates karma and chaos, and that's not something that I wish to do. And respectfully, I don't think he would probably appreciate me doing that either. That's just how I roll. Completely personal. I just want to know the feelings. You have to purchase them. If you look in my bio, I have 1111 or 2222 for the readings. And when you send payment, I can absolutely do that. But I don't. And then the questions that you ask, as long as it's not me jumping into people, ripping into somebody's personal energy, then I can't. Thank you so much for the rose. Welcome, Bree. It's just something, it's important, and you can do that. If you check my bio, all the options for payment and stuff are there. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Welcome back, Limousine. You don't have to do it alone. Your soul family are coming, and when you take that leap and start doing things aligned with the things you're wanting to do, the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And I just want to say, I don't know what your name was there, because it was just a sign, I think, and I missed what it was. But if you have questions about somebody being the one, the best way to find out if they're the one or not is start having those conversations. You have to get vulnerable. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to take the leap. You got to say the things that are uncomfortable and you might not want to say. That's the only way you're going to get the answers that you need to know. And even if they may not be ready immediately, now they're thinking and they kind of know where your thoughts at. So now they have the opportunity to move forward in a positive way, in a way that brings you to a committed space, or walk away and give you the opportunity to meet somebody that's going to meet you where you're at and want to build with you. So that's free without a reading. That's just some personal advice that I believe could be helpful. Thank you for the likes, guys. Appreciate that. 515 on the clock. Transformation, new beginnings. We love it, love it, love it. Then we got the Starseed Oracle. I'm a fan of these. I like all my decks. I want to say I love one more than the other, but it just depends on the question that's happening, the things that are going on. Your life is a canvas. Paint it how you want to. And nobody gets to judge it either. What you do, what makes you happy, What brings you joy? What's with that? You're gonna break it. Trying to give me a... You're gonna break my ears. Okay, careful so you don't drop your iPad. Okay, now you're gonna drop your whole head. Ha ha ha, you think you're funny. Karen, don't yell at me like that. What was this? Starkeeper. Cosmic ancestors see the light by staying grounded. Again with the grounding, eh? Someone's trying to get grounded. And then empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. That's about transmuting. That's like you have to let it go. Don't hold on to other people's shit either. Once you learn to transmute that, take that negative, you never send it back. You never do return to sender. Some people do, whatever. That's their thing, and there's no judgment. But when you do that, you're just extending and making it harder for the karmic wheel to balance. Because now you're sending back, and a lot of times people that are sending out these emotions or that negative energy, the evil eye, all those things, they don't know that they're even doing it. They're not aware. They're not even self-aware enough to understand that. So you're going to punish somebody for doing something that they don't even know they're doing. When you learn how to take that negative energy and transmute it, put it into artwork, do something that is creative, that allows you to turn that into something good, it's going to build your stable foundation, and it doesn't hurt the other people. You're transforming that negative into highest, best light, right? And then you're giving that person that has been sending you negative energy grace, because they don't truly know what they're doing, and even if they do, then that's for them and God to figure out. That's not for me. It's not for me to judge why somebody sent me bad energy. It's for me to understand that I know how to transmute it. I know how to make it for my best good to put back out into the world. So when I do that, I'm benefiting myself and them and everybody else's highest best good. And then I let the universe and God handle the rest. And when we can do that, we're absolutely benefiting. Why do you want to do that? No. You know better than that. Try it. And then we have Star Family. I think I already did it. You're part of the team of souls. Call in support. If you need help, if you're confused, unsure what's going on, call in your team. Speak it to the universe. I'm calling in my people, my soul tribe, my people that want to cheer me on, pick me up when I fall, be cheered on, be helped along the way. Those are the people that you want. People that want the highest, best good for me, for them, and for everyone around them. The people that want to pay it forward and want to do great things along the way with people, to help people. There's a million different ways to do that. So when you speak that out into the universe is going to start bringing them in. And I saw that today when I saw, well, I see that all the time, but I saw that more today when seeing the people that were coming with my conversations and the other readings that were happening. I got to see that these people are asking the questions that I have the answers to. And they're asking the questions that I have the answers to because God knows that I am an expert at these things because I've lived, survived, and overcome them 100 million times over. So me being an expert in those things, an expert in sitting in the void, sitting in that place, feeling the feelings, and then being able to transmute them allows me to help others along the way. And then jump in, dive in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. When you sit in that void and you feel it and can process it, then you allow that change to come in a loving manner. No judgment to yourself. What are you doing? Don't make a mess. 1. I love you. Please don't make me kill you. You're funny. Sit up. You're going to break it. Then you're going to be sad because your little toy doll is broken. Like, why do you want to do that? That doesn't seem like you're smart yet. No, don't. Ow, that hurts my leg. Here. Watch your show. That's so good. So, I have, my gratitude tea. I'm laughing because I made so many of them, and I've been kind of perfecting it and working on it for about a year or so, just changing the recipes, messing around with it. And I came to find out that I really do love it, and I drink it all the time. And it's right now it's 25% off on my Etsy store, so that's really good. What's that? Oh, well, I like this one, but we'll wait. I want another crystal because I've been okay. That was 2. Oh, I like it. So we have Howlite, which almost looks like moonstone, to be honest. Interesting. What it is. Howlite is also known as white turquoise. Oh, that makes sense. It's all about reveling in simplicity. Often the real power exists in what's left out. See Japanese aesthetics, Swedish interiors. Howlite's dreamy, slate-cleaning energy helps you discern exactly what you don't need so you can train your focus on exactly what you do need. That makes sense. Who needs it? Overstimulated minimalists living in a maximalist world. Makes sense. Where to put it? Wherever you need some breathing room. Okay, that makes sense. When to use it? When you need a break from the never-ending onslaught of DMs, meeting requests, and trending stories. Less is more, none is most. Howlite can help. Organize your headspace. Yeah, clear it out, make room. What was that? Okay, what's that got to do with any of that? Weirdo. She's purring.
No, she's not. I'm not loving her.
Because you're probably poking her in her head, weirdo. Then we have Amber. What it is. Of way ancient origin, amber is not a rock, but a fossilized tree resin. Huh. Interesting. With a sugar-sweet energy telegraphed by its golden honey and maple syrup hues, amber promotes a feeling of warmth and well-being from first blush. An armchair paleontologist loved the dinosaur-era bugs, aka inclusions, sometimes caught on the inside. Interesting. Who needs it? Tree people, old souls, anyone gearing up for a long, dark winter. And then where to put it? Any room you want to convert into a sunroom. I like it. When to use it? When you need a metaphysical hug from the universe. Call on Amber's cuddly electric blanket, vibes, and cozy up. Aww. And then recharge your good vibes. I like that one a lot. I haven't actually looked into that. I have a lot of crystals and they make me feel peaceful, and I think anything that the earth creates naturally should be honored because that is art in its highest, most natural form. Doesn't get any better than that. Sorry, I had to put my charger in. Is it working? Okay. If it gets too low, it'll just shut off. Oh, where's my scene? It's so far away. Eventually, once I get set up in a better space, I'll have a lot more. I have all my stuff, I just can't get at it. It's so tricky. I tried to create a space, but there's not a lot of space in here. So we're working with what we got, and we learned how to roll with it. It is what it is. God, that's good. There it is. No, I just did that one. The Rose Oracle. Okay, I'm down with that. 1 out of 2. What does that mean? Go live for 5 days. Oh, I see. 5:25 on the clock. Balanced transition. I like it. Balanced transformation. Get out. Get out. The Mystic Rose. I was stuck in there for a reason. Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, and grace. Who's Grace?
Me!
Give me a kiss.
And
I love you.
and her cat.
Grace, and I gotta kiss the cat too.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Okay. Hi, baby Luca.
No, she's not cute.
She is cute, just like you.
Mama, I don't have a cute pet.
Yes, you do.
What?
What do you mean you don't have a cute pet? I'm not very nice. The fertile void. Again, with the voids, eh? Let's do my deck properly. Let's see. Crystal energy transformation. I like that. Way to go, AI. I'm loving it. The Wild Rose. Do it your way. Embrace your uniqueness. Untamed. Yeah, that sounds like me. And that was the Mystic Rose. We just did that one. Let me have a couple more. I'm not going to stay on long because... Release the petals. Transformation, death, and rebirth. Shedding and all change. Transformation, death, and rebirth. That's how you get to the other side. We are nature. Becoming grounded. Embodiment. Living in connection. Put your feet in the ground. Go put your feet in the dirt. Sit by a tree. Lean up against it. Get in nature. Feel that sync, the ebb and flow of the universe. It's so important. The Rose Garden. Innocence, forgiveness, and be gentle with yourself. Forgive yourself first, and everyone else will follow. Healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It is safe to soften. What? Okay. The Rose of Venus. Alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. So we're moving into a peaceful... We're moving on to calmer waters is what it really looks like. Doing good things. Finding our center, becoming grounded, and figuring out how to expand from there to greater places. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, and grounded action. That's just what I was talking about. Thank you for confirming. What are we gonna have for dinner, kiddo? The sacred waters. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. That's right. That's why I can't stay on very much longer. And tomorrow will be a little more centered and grounded. Mother Rose, returning to each other, compassion, and humanity. The second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, and new possibilities. Interesting. Morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, and a positive outlook. Amen. Down with that. Okay, so I'm going to put some of the... Welcome, D. Morin. Welcome. I'm going to put some of these away as I go, because I got so many. And then I get them all out, and then I'm like, which one do I want? And I'll just, like, pull for 500 years. Just never stop, because I like playing with them. Yeah, I really like this one. I'm going to sort these suckers. Give me something good. What are you doing, weirdo? What do we got? Send it in. Oh, wow, that was just a little rude. I'll take that one, and this one was split up. Fair. The rest were not taken. That was a lot. Okay, we got this earlier. So this is a theme. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It's holy ground. There's no greater investment. Before bed, recite the following affirmation 5 times. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday. And tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. Welcome, James and Ann. There comes a point when we have to say, I'm here to love my life and to figure out who I am, not who you think I should be. Set your intention for the day. What can you do to be your most authentic self? What are you getting into now? Your past does not define who you are today. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath, let go of what came before. You're here now. Your path is in front of you. A divine power has woven every moment into the intricate tapestry of life to help guide our spiritual progress. That was a hard one to spit out. Trust in that power and move through life with confidence and humility. Take care to channel energy in and energy out today. Energy in and energy out today. Strive for balance. That's the goal. Here we go. Set a meeting with yourself and keep it. Make it a priority. Treat that meeting like you would any other. Set aside 10 minutes to write down 5 values that are you're gonna rip it and then you're gonna be really sad. Hi Kayla, welcome.
Mama, is this a cat bag?
It is a cat bag, but it's gonna be a rip cat bag if you do that again.
What is this?
Set aside 10 minutes to write down 5 values that are important to you. Hey.
Mama, what is
Keep the list in your pocket as you go about your day.
What is this?
Grace,
What is this for this
you're not
cat?
being very respectful right now. Yeah, you know what you're doing, and you know it's not nice, so you need to rethink it. Period. Okay. I already did that one, so we're putting them away as we go, that's why, because I don't want to be on here too long. I was on earlier. I will come back on tomorrow. Well, she's in school, so it's easier to connect to, and clearer information, clearer ways to explain, because I don't have to be all crazy. All right. What do we got going on? Also, if you go to my YouTube, you can follow me there, and I repost these live. So, especially if you get a reading or there's something that kind of called to you, but you didn't get to catch it all, or you wanted to go back and check it out. It's definitely worth doing that. My YouTube is the same as my TikTok at Creativity Guides Me. Welcome, Nikki. So, create dream boards. It's always a good place to start. Vision boards and dream boards are things to help you focus on what you really want. Living the dream. That's what we want to focus on. Living the dream. Amen. That was pretty good. And then feeling free. There we go. We want to focus on that too. See, I'm talking about the dream board. Feeling free by Christmas. I'm down with that. Life is a moment. I like that. Welcome. And then start learning breathwork. Breathwork is a fantastic way to release and transmute energy that isn't yours. And it's a fantastic way to sort through it and make a decision what is good and what isn't. Is that Mia? Welcome. And then, what else do we need to know? Herbologists and shaman. I like it. These are things that I'm learning about too. So it takes a little extra work. But I've been learning to work with them, and I make my tinctures and I make my teas, and I put a lot of energy and research into it. And you can check them out at my Etsy, which is are you running water, Grace?
No.
Okay.
That's going out.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
It's not me.
Careful. You're going to break your head, yo.
It's going out.
Okay. Go watch your show. Welcome, Marilyn. And then time to focus and manifest your purpose. And then we're going to heal the world with love. The only way to do that is to love yourself first. Oh, thank you for confirmation, and 535 on the clock. Spirit is confirming today. Not messing around. Okay, last one. I want to tell you how I feel. I know. But first, you got to stand in your truth. Till you understand your truth, you can stand in it. You can't tell anybody anything. You got to work on your spirit. And then breathe it out. And stay grateful. So important. Love and accept yourself. Welcome, Izzy. And learn what your love language is. And learn others' love language. That's how we get to that place. What are you doing? What else? I'm going to put this away. No, thank you. Why are you doing that? Soda light. Okay, I'm down with it. Welcome, Mustafa. What is that? Oh, Pokemon cards. What is going on over there? Can we close, please? Yeah, let's do this one. Welcome, Teresa, Michelle. Grace. Clean your mess, or the toy room is gone tomorrow. I mean it. Down the rabbit hole. That's so funny. That's one of my, no, you go pick that up, or you're going to miss out on all your fun stuff. Go down a Wikipedia rabbit hole, search a topic that interests you, and then follow the related links to discover new topics. The internet can be a fascinating place. Open your mind to new discoveries. However, be extremely careful. Do not click the wrong links, because sometimes you can't unsee things. Just remember that. Be cautious. If it sounds funky, maybe just let it be. Welcome, Patrick. I learned some of these the hard way, so just saying. But why? This is my favorite one. This is how a lot of shadow work gets done. It's the easiest way to do it. Think about something that's making you anxious. Now ask yourself why and answer. Keep repeating the process until you get to the bottom of the issue. So when the first thing comes up, because this stresses me out, why does it stress you out? Keep saying why, until you get to the core. When you get to that core, you can finally start healing it, integrating it, and understanding why that trigger tricks something in your system. And when you get to that point, you can then integrate it, and you'll find that you're not being triggered as much at all. And you can find ways to soothe that, right? Welcome, Hot Weather. The more self-aware you are, the more equipped you are to remain positive and energetic. Amen. Create a to-do list for the next 5 days. List 5 days with a sense of purpose by knowing... Live 5 days with a sense of purpose by knowing the plan you've set for yourself. And then schedule a volunteer day for this month. Take pride in not only saying you're going to do something, but also committing to doing it. These are simple ways of showing up for yourself. Self-love, self-care. Such simple ideas, but they really do make big change. You're on, welcome. And then we have Dream Vacay. Plan your dream vacation. Then do some of those things at home. Put on beach sounds, get some sun, etc. You deserve to see your hard work pay off. Give yourself something to look forward to. And that's something that we're working on right now. We want to go camping when school is out. And part of these lives, and when I'm doing the readings, that's what those things are funding. Those activities that allow us to spend more time and be in nature and all that. So when I come on and I do these things and all the things that happen for me, these are the best ways to do it, and this is how we fund those great things, putting in that extra effort, which is really a good thing to do. Set a daily recurring reminder on your phone. Make it a positive affirmation, a mantra, etc. A daily positive reminder goes a long way. And then we have put yourself in timeout, a 30-minute period where you're not allowed to work, worry, or overthink. Sometimes you must take control of your environment and create inner peace. And it's really hard to do, but that's why those affirmations and all those things that I talk about every single day, 100 million times a day, that's why I talk about them, because they really absolutely make a difference you can't even begin to comprehend. Flip it and reverse it. I like this. If you're a morning person and do your best work, then flip it and be a night person today, or vice versa. Mix things up. You never know what you might discover about what makes you most happy and capable. Welcome, Ragdolls. And then we'll do the other half of it. This is a big deck, so I'll have to split it up. Why are you being spitty? That's gross. Alright, can I get one more? We don't want to pull too many from these. These are just some ideas, and I like pulling a few because they give ideas that you can do just things to step out of your comfort zone, to empower yourself, to get used to changing your mind, and feel confident in the things that you're doing that can make you a little bit extra, bring you your happiness, bring you some peace, and just make you smile or giggle throughout the day. These little changes absolutely open the door to becoming our highest best self. So I like it. Try a new workout. Go to a new workout class or do an exercise you've never done before. Surprise yourself by realizing how quickly you can adapt to new challenges. Yes, adapting, being able to adapt and being resilient is a big win. Oh, move along, notification. Why would you come bully somebody with one or two people in the chat? That's a lot of extra work. A lot of extra work for what? It's funny, bud. Welcome, Brianna. I don't know. I just have to laugh because it's not me. The comments kill me. Hydrate in the morning by drinking 12 ounces of water right after you wake up. Balance your lymphatic system after a night's sleep. You'll have more energy and feel more alert. See how easy they are? Simple things. Welcome, Michelle.
Mama, where's my water?
What do you mean, where is it? No, put it back and go get the one that's full. Nice try, sucker. It should be in your chair. Retail therapy. Buy a new outfit today. It's okay to do something just because you want to and feel great about it. It's on the floor right there in front of you. Open your eyes.
Found it.
Ground yourself. Allow the bottoms of your feet to touch the earth for 20 minutes. It's a big deal. That one is... if you have headaches, if you're feeling nauseated, dizzy, any of those things, get out of your shoes, take your socks off, get your sandals off, put your feet in the ground, in the grass. Not in the cement, in the ground, in the grass, the dirt. Lean up against a tree. Get grounded. Let nature take away that stuff that you have trouble controlling. Sit down. Don't do that. Welcome, Ellie. And then balance the physical and spiritual by reconnecting your body to earth. It's about getting grounded because when you get too out there, it's really hard to bring in the things that you want because you're stuck in those anxious feelings, stuck in your head. It's not a good place to be. Welcome, Gutbany. Interesting. Welcome back, Limousine. Ask someone for something ridiculous, a big favor, time, help, etc. The bolder, the better. You never know what you can get in life unless you ask. Life rewards the bold. Ask and you shall receive. I wouldn't suggest asking for $1 million or anything, but, you know. Send me a coffee or something. I don't know. I don't know what you would ask for. Ask for something crazy. Show up and... I don't know. You have to think about that one. But that's a good one. So, I'm not used to asking. I'm used to giving. So, interesting. Gonna have to practice that. Because I guess to do it, you have to learn how to receive. And learning how to receive sometimes can be tricky. 545 on the clock. Okay, Spirit. Well played. Well played. Welcome, Gianni. Listen to two podcasts today. Make time in your daily life to fill your brain with new perspectives and inspiration. Amen. Say I love you to 3 special people in your life today. Saying I love you reinforces your relationships and creates a strong emotional connection. Facts. And I say I love you 100 times to my kiddo and myself. And I say I love you usually to my collective. So that's 3. I'm winning. Yeah. Brain dump. Take 10 minutes and write a stream of consciousness of anything that's on your mind. Emptying your brain can help resolve those nagging, unresolved thoughts. Write them down, let it go. And I actually used to make, I still will, I just have to create a space where I have more room to make it, give it to God boxes. They're beautiful, and it was such an easy thing. And once you write all that crap down and release it, you put it in the box, and that's it, it's gone, right? Another thing to do is if you skipping rocks, right? Like, you know, when you go to the water and you throw the rocks and they skip across the pond. When you have whatever your stress, your anxiety, whatever it is that's worrying you, pick up the rock and just say, you know, this is, I'm angry, blah, 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 this pissed me off, this is why. Throw it in the water, right? You're throwing it away, and you'll feel yourself get lighter. You're literally speaking it out into the world and saying, I don't need to carry that anymore. I'm releasing it with love. And even if you're angry, you're allowed to have that emotion and release it. But when you throw it into the water, you're releasing it in a healthy way, and you're giving that energy to the universe to transmute for you. So it really is working on a better welcome. It's really a good practice. It's just a simple thing that you can do to help those feelings of overwhelm. Welcome, Lisa. Ground yourself in nature for at least 30 minutes today. Time spent in green spaces reduces cortisol and reminds you of all you have to explore. Welcome. Thank you for the follow, Lisa. Appreciate that. Ooh, write a glowing review of a business you like. A little bit of love can go a long way in helping businesses you support. Amen. 5 stars. And I'm a big fan of that. When I have good service somewhere I go, even things like the grocery store. I go to the grocery store and we don't always have time to do it, but I try every once in a while to, at least once every week or two, somewhere, if we went to a park, the grocery store, something that we went, I take a few moments and, especially if they stood out and there was a good experience there, I take that moment to review it. I don't know, on Google Reviews. I don't remember what it is, but it's not, I don't know if it's through the app or whatever, but whatever it is, I'll make it a point to go and speak highly of them, because recognition goes a long way, and those small little actions of greatness and those recognition of people that have went over above and done that little extra tells the universe, I see it, I'm thankful for it, and I am ready and willing to receive more of that and give more of that out into the world. And the universe just starts sending you more and more and more and more. And I've had some really great experiences, so welcome, grateful. Take 5 minutes and write down how you're really feeling right now. Leave nothing out. That's it. You write the good, the bad, the ugly. You don't have to share it. You don't have to send it, especially if it's a letter, right? You don't have to send it, but write it down, let it go, right? Also, if you're writing a letter or trying to tell someone about your emotions, another good practice, write the first uncensored, unfiltered version. Let it all fly. The F yous, the can't stand you, blah, blah, let it all fly. And then go back and read it. And I guarantee you, you're going to read it and you're going to be like, ooh, I don't actually mean that. What was I thinking? Oh, no, right? And because you don't actually feel those things or want those things for people. So when you do the uncensored version and the I don't give a fuck version, you're saying all the things that you really want to say, but you know you don't mean. And when you go back and read it, you start to see for yourself, I don't want to say vile, but how aggressive we can be and how nonchalant we can be about people's feelings. And especially when we're hurt. When you come from a hurt place, you want to hurt somebody else back. It's just, welcome, Charlotte, and E5, welcome. It's just one of those things that we do out of anger. We can spew some serious venom. I know, I used to be the queen of it. Some serious venom when we're angry, and we don't think about it till afterwards, but the damage is already done. So when we take those moments, write that real uncensored version, and then go back and reread it, it teaches us a lot about ourselves when we're angry. It shows us our triggers, and it helps us get to that question, that why, and how we can really get curious about why our reaction turned that way. And then we can obviously write a better, less hurtful version of what we actually want to say, not out of pain, but from a place of peace and love. And then that's a place where there can be conversations had and compromise and all those things. So it's a good practice anyway. Being radically honest with yourself is the key to living a life without regrets. Yeah, and even when we screw up, you can't regret it because you learned something from it. As long as you learned a lesson from it and moving forward, it's helping you be your best, highest, best self, you won, period. You can't regret it. Welcome, Maya and Kimberly. Take a 20-minute power nap at some point during the day. I hope you can. I truly hope you can. I wouldn't know what a power nap is. No, why? No, because you're going to knock the cards over. Be nice. Okay, boy, because you're trying to sign into Netflix, and you're on a kids thing. It's not going to let you sign into anything.
I want a kid. I like your things.
No, I know you do, but you're not getting Netflix, sucker.
I like Netflix.
Okay, sit down. Look at all the friggin' things you have open. Okay, careful, please. Sit nicely.
I want Netflix.
You're not getting Netflix. Fight with my kid. I can't. Welcome, TJ. We were talking about the power nap. That's why I was laughing so much. I don't know what those are. I try. Really, I try. A midday reset gives you energy and makes you more productive. Someday that will happen. I have faith. Call, don't text a friend or family member and tell them why you appreciate them. Make someone's day by reminding them how much they mean to you. Just little small things we can do really can put out a lot of love and a lot of positive ripples into the world. So, inspect your home and unplug or turn off any items you're not currently using. Operation Unplug. Play your part in reducing fossil fuel consumption by simply unplugging appliances when not in use. For me, buy flowers for yourself. Ooh, Miley Cyrus, I'm feeling coming on. I can buy myself flowers. Who doesn't like flowers? Fill your home with some brightness and scent. Find a one-sentence mantra that speaks to you and repeat it throughout your day. Affirmation, affirmation, affirmations. I cannot speak them into existence enough. They will save your life, I swear. Mantras are powerful. They ease your mind and reset when you're feeling anxious. Amen. That's something that I will just never be able to say enough. When you wake up today, take 5 minutes to stretch. Stretching increases serotonin levels and is a healthy morning habit. Amen. Download a meditation app on your phone. Short daily meditation sessions create a habit of compassionate self-awareness. Buy a journal or make your own. Simply having a journal present in your home encourages you to write down your thoughts and intentions. And I go 555 on the clock. Okay, Spirit. Well played. Well played. I have journals and I do write. But what happens is I go through phases. So I won't touch it. I don't want nothing to do with it. And then I'll write a damn novel. Literally, I'm writing a book right now. But, yeah, it's a phase, and I understand, and we process how we process. I do my artwork and all kinds of other things. I do this. I deal with my ever-loving, crazy, wild child. So I understand that there's phases, and yes, it's always good to write. But if you aren't feeling like writing one day, and if you're don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Understand that we are where we are. And when we try to force the process, you're not going to get anything out of it. You have to be willing and wanting to do it. And when you are, how it flows out is so much more amazing. So just don't get caught up in the, but I can't write today. I don't know what to write. Let it go, right? Just let it go. And if you're feeling it, do it. If you're not, don't pressure yourself. Play with a pet today. Playing with a furry friend calms you and centers you away from whatever's on your mind. Hey, buddy. I swear, animals are literally the most natural masters of transmutation. They take that energy and they take that negative and turn it to a positive to the extent where it's almost mind-blowing, which is why they have support animals and all those things, because the ability to transmute that and take that negative away from you and fill that space with love instead of anxiety and chaos is just beyond. They were sent here literally for that. And if you don't have a pet, just sitting in nature, watching birds be birds, the squirrels be squirrels, the insects flying, just watching nature at its best, just doing its most natural thing is the highest, most natural form of art, and the universe is doing it, Earth is doing it at any given moment of the day. So there's always something to be learned if you take that moment and be present and just be open, honestly open to what you're seeing and how you're feeling about what you're seeing. You'll find a lot of answers will come to your plate like that. Turn the lights down in your home, light a candle, sit down, and do a self-guided meditation. And for a lot of those, this one is probably for people that don't have young children, because anyone that does knows that this is a struggle. You definitely need to wait till they're in school or something, because otherwise, this is not a practice you can do very easily. So again, no pressure, no judgment. If you can't, you may not be able to sit there quietly, but you can still play the music in your head, and that's one step closer. And that's all we're looking for, that one step closer that gets us out of the chaos and into a space where we're allowing some kind of peace into our life. Welcome, Alexa. Hit a spiritual reset by doing nothing. And some of us don't know what nothing is, but we're working on it. Just sit, hear, and feel your senses. I really have, that's one of my, I don't know what I want. I don't want to say it's a struggle. It is what it is. It's a struggle. Because when you're a single mom and you got a lot of things going on, having those moments are very few and far between. And usually when you do get those moments, you're so in shock that you got that moment, you usually end up wasting it worrying about what's going on. So, and if you do, don't judge yourself. Just recognize it. So maybe the next time you get 2 minutes of that moment to quiet the brain. But single moms, single dads, they'll understand what I'm saying completely. Even if you're not a single mom or dad, I'm sure you'll understand, because life be lifing, and it gets very chaotic, and we just have to find the ways to find that peace in the middle of it all. Oh my God, that's good. That is good. I make good tea. It is my passion. The Secret Language of Light. I like this one. I was playing with it earlier. These are very simple, powerful pictures to focus on. You are the universe. Because, sorry, that was a bad view. You are the universe. We're all connected. We're all together. We are the ocean. Separately, we're all one drop in the ocean. And if you think about that even more theoretically, your drop in the ocean also turns into that steam which goes up into the cloud. It's a constant transference, right? We always are. We're just always changing learning and growing. So when you look at it that way, we're all interconnected. But as we change and transform, we ascend to different places, and the cycle continues, right? And when we learn to look at life like that, it's easier to let things go and not hold resentments and not stress so much. Because if I'm down right now, the up has to come. If I've been down too long, when the up comes, it's going to be beautiful. And while you're down, learn the lessons. While you're up, learn the lessons. Learn the lessons, share, help others. Each one, teach one. These are simple little things that really make a difference, pay it forward. Those are things that when we do them, obviously there's a selfish reason too, because they make us feel good. But when we do it, each one, teach one, all these things, we're sharing our knowledge. When we gatekeep knowledge, we automatically set ourselves back. Because how are we helping the younger generation? How are we helping those that come after us?
Didn't die.
Okay, take it easy. Shouldn't have died. It was on 69%. What did you do? Did you hold on to it?
No. I want to talk.
You did. How you kill it already, bud?
I didn't.
Do you want to try with this one? But if you do, you can't jump around with it. Understand? Mama's going to be off here in a few more minutes. Sorry, guys. My child. I can't believe it died. It was at like 70%. What is it? Okay, so we got nothing has gone wrong. And the number 7. 7 is a really important number. Spirituality, connecting, it is. And then the authentic truth, which is 4, which is where your stable foundation begins. Truly, that's where it begins. Sorry, it's 0. So you gotta give it 2 minutes till it gets to 5, and then we'll do it. Ask your soul. Yeah, this is the whole point of what I was talking about. To get grounded, to move forward, to come from those places, to get curious, we have to ask our soul, and then we have to listen for the answers. And sometimes when you can't quiet that brain, it's a little tricky. But don't worry, because as long as you keep yourself open, even in the chaos, find that thing that puts you on autopilot when you're doing your dishes, cleaning your house. I know a lot of us, we just automatically do that. But when we get to that space, we kind of just go to autopilot. Like, we don't have to think about it. And in that space, that's our meditation. That's how we do it, because we don't know how to sit still and go, no judgment, but it's understandable. And it doesn't matter how you get to that space. What matters is in that space where you can free your brain for those few small moments of peace so you can hear what's coming. And that's when you're going to get your answers. And trust me, God knows exactly how and why and the best way you're going to hear. So they don't care if you're dancing. They don't care if you're cleaning. They don't care if you're singing in the shower. Whatever it is that allows that opening, that space for them to get through, they're gonna find it. They know you. God knows you better than anything in the planet. The universe feels your energy, with every single breath, with every blink. So it's going to happen how it happens, and they know how to best put it to you so you can see it, as long as you're willing to. I'm channeling right now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You are the universe. That's the one we started with. So it's true. And when you understand that you are connected with the universe, you are one with the universe, that's when the channeling begins. And that's when we can start doing that, being our most authentic self and opening ourselves to listening to what's coming. Listening for our soul song. I like that. 1441, 741, new beginning, stable foundation, spirituality, good fortune. Beautiful. I like that. I really like that. Hold on, but I'm trying to get it to a place. Soul journey. Yeah, we're all on our soul journey. We're getting there. Slowly and slowly, we're all becoming enlightened, one small step at a time. That is our goal. As long as we keep listening to that inner voice, it's going to guide us. We are all sensitive, and the more we can become sensitive, the more we're going to allow in. And it's 6:06 on my clock. Thank you, Spirit. I like that. What's the bottom of the deck? Soul family, yes. We're calling in our soul family, our soul tribe. That is the goal when we come on here. And now social media, all these things allow us a lot more opportunity to connect with those people. Don't break that. Those people in our lives. We can see those people. We can hear those stories that align just with us, exactly with what we're feeling. Don't break them, please. Why are you trying to get into those things? I'm going to turn this off and you won't be able to play with your iPad at all. You're going to knock all that over. Let go.
Mama, I want my...
Okay, but you're not being respectful. And if you're not being respectful, you're not going to get anything. So pick that up and stop kicking my stuff around, because that's not nice.
Mama, I want...
Put it nicely. Thank you.
I want my pizza frame.
No, I'm trying to get your iPad to work. Welcome, N-Man. Sorry, I'm trying to get my kids sorted on this stupid iPad. Shouldn't say stupid iPad, but... I've told you twice now. Next one is corner, dude. 1, 2. Set it down. I know you're pushing your luck, and you're about to find out. Set it down now. Do you want to see the corner? Go to your chair. Sit down. Keep trying me like that, and watch what happens. This that you like, your iPad will be gone. Period. I don't mistreat you, and I don't ask you to do things that are damaging your stuff, okay? You have to respect my stuff like I respect your stuff. Understand? See, it's turning on. But you have to remember that this is plugged into this. So if you start swinging it around, you're going to break the cord, and then you won't be able to charge it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean it.
Give it.
No, don't say give it. Don't talk to me like that.
Give it to me, please.
That's better. Much better. We don't talk to people like that. It's very rude. Okay, sit down.
This?
Go sit down. Yes, you know it is. Don't be acting like you don't know.
I'm nice.
You can be nice. You have your moments. Okay, set this beside and be very careful, okay? It's loading. Give it a minute. Sorry, we have to do wars with our children. That's just life. Like I said, life be lifing. Good. All right. I'm trying to put these away as I go that way. I'm not so disorganized at the end. I was on here for a little bit yesterday. I'll be on again tomorrow and probably the next day. I did some readings earlier. Whether I do or not today, it doesn't matter. I'm being obedient. God says, clock in, I'm clocking in. And as we do it, that's what happens, right? Welcome, JP. Aw. Sorry, that made me think of JP, someone that we used to work with a long time ago. And I love that guy. He was just a good friend. Connecting with the living water. I was just talking about the ocean, too. That's kind of funny. The sea belongs to him, for he made it. His hands form the dry land, too. That's Psalms 95:5. So when I pull these, and these ones come out, they come out, obviously, with a Bible verse. So if you go to the Bible verse, usually read a couple above and below it, it kind of will usually give you a good answer or a good practice to think about while you're pondering those things that create chaos in your life and take you out of your place of peace. With God, all things are possible. If you had faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you could say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it would move. And that's Matthew 17:20. And that is true. I can't even tell you how many times I've overcome things that I don't even know how I overcame them, let alone other people know. And those are the things where you say, only God. And that currency is faith. Faith and praise and trust. And that's the hardest currency to acquire, too, especially with all the trauma going around being doled out through this earth. Helping others is helping yourself. That's why I come on here. It's actually something that actually brings me joy. Eventually, it will bring me money, but that comes along with it, and that's not the goal. The goal is to help no matter what, and eventually help build a proper foundation for myself and my daughter. But until then, it's what I have to give, and I give it freely with love. So, for the whole law can be summed up in this one command: love your neighbor as yourself. Amen. That I can't read that. Galatians 5:14. I couldn't see the verse. Bottom of the deck. God will lead the way. Amen. They were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19. So go have a look at those verses. See what they inspire in you. See what they help you process. Because it's all about just getting curious, asking why, getting to that core, and getting to that core from a place of non-judgment. For you or for anybody else. The Sacred Traveler. I like this one too. Is this another Doreen one? No, Denise. What do we have here? The Sacred Traveler. Oracle. Yeah. Again, and there's two. Distant thunder. Clear the air. Amen. Don't hold on to shit. Don't let things turn into resentment. Speak your truth. Speak how you're feeling. Don't hold it back, because when you hold it, it just sits in and festers and creates a space where you can start blaming and being angry at others for no reason. It's your own stuff that you gotta heal. Solitude, they call it hermit mode. In silence, peace prevails. And I'll tell you, I live a lot of my life in silence, in hermit mode. I have my whole life. I'm very introverted. I love people. I get out. I can meet everybody. I'm not shy. But at the same time, I need that centered space. I need that ability to find my center. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. As long as you're doing the work, as long as you're helping yourself show up and loving yourself and doing the work that is healing, one, you're raising the vibration. You're putting ripples of goodness out into the world. Two, you're connecting with spirit, connecting to source, and you're getting to your highest best self, which is all around win-win. And that makes you automatically, by default, protected by God, protected by the angels, and favored. Because the chosen ones, we are all chosen. And I say that, and I'm not judging at all. But when I'm doing that like that, because that's become the thing to be called. I don't know whether I'm chosen. I know that I chose to answer the call. I chose to choose me. So I showed up for myself. And in showing up for myself, I asked God how I could do that. How can I show up for myself? What do I need to learn? How can I be my best self? And how can I share that with others? So in doing that, I chose to be chosen. I answered the call, I showed up, and in that I'm continuously finding ways to answer the call and show others how to show up for themselves and answer the call. And I do that because God has saved me. The universe has saved me. My angels, my spirit team, my ancestors have saved me more times than I can even begin to tell you. I've been left for dead so many times, having to rebuild from nothing, from less than nothing, with no help. No help but God. And somehow I always find a way. And somehow there's always a space for me. And somehow I'm always going to find joy no matter where it is. It doesn't have to be the greatest. It doesn't have to be a mansion. It's a safe space. And it's a place where I can be myself. and I can still do what I love, and I know I'm never going to starve. We're going to have everything we need, and God will provide. Because I showed up, I chose to show up for myself, which means I'm showing up for God too. 616 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I love when you confirm me. Surrendering to the journey. Release control. When you get to that point, which is what I was talking about, this is our journey. This is our connecting with God, choosing to be chosen, doing the work. We're surrendering to the journey. We release control and we trust that God has us, right? God, the universe will find a way. Those people will show up for you. Those surprising checks in the mail. The thing that saves you in the very last minute when you never thought ever you would make it because you were left for dead. You lost everything, and you have yourself and your child and nothing else. Yet there's a way made for you. And I've proved that time and time again. I'm walking testimony of that. So I fight so hard for it, and I speak so much about it because I've been it. I walk it. I'm actively walking that. And I'm walking that with love and peace. And it doesn't matter where I'm living. You can't take my joy. You can't take my voice. You can take a lot of shit from me. But you can't take my ability to choose to be happy. You can't take my ability to find joy in the smallest of things. You can't take my ability to be peaceful and loving no matter what people do to me. Right? You can't take that. That's something that I have inherently in me, and you can choose to have that too. But people have tried. They've beaten it out of me. I have scars to prove that. They've tried. In many ways, shapes, or forms, they've tried to take that from me. But they can't. They never could, and they never will. And once you know and understand that, that's when you know you have God's favor. That's when you know you are not only protected, you are protected because you have a story to tell. When you start telling that story, you're saving other people along the way. Fogged in. Go slow. Take your time. It's not a race. It's a journey. Okay, it's a marathon. Step by step. I don't care if it's a million small steps. We're not doing leaps and bounds. And if sometimes you get leaps and bounds, perfect, great. But you gotta understand that that's great. Celebrate that. But you got to celebrate those small steps ahead just as much as you do those leaps and bounds. And then view from above, a higher perspective. Get the big picture. Yes, we want to know the details, but when you start trying to control things and not trusting in what God has planned for you, you miss out really on the absolute joys and blessings that actually are being given to you on a regular basis. You just don't see them. So when you start seeing them and you slow down and you be present and acknowledge them, you allow yourself to be open to more, and you tell the universe and you tell God, I'm so grateful for them. And thank you so much for allowing me to see these and feel these gifts you've given me, to see this beautiful new sunshine, this new day, this whatever it is. When you say those things, you're showing God that you appreciate it. You're showing the universe, I want more of that. And they're going to start sending it into you. And it's really a beautiful thing. I did that one already. Sorry, I'm putting them away as I go because it's already 6 o'clock. I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. Affirmations are my everything. They are the be-all, end-all, because this kicks the crap out of that negative shit you've been programmed in your head forever and replaces it with something that you're telling the universe you want more of. You don't want more chaos. You don't want more bills. You don't want more of that. You want more good shit. My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. Simple affirmations that kick the crap out of that negative stuff going on in your brain. Creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. Simple affirmations, but they do big things. There's nobody on this planet that can convince me otherwise. Just, that's it, that's all. Sorry. Come on, sucker, close. Careful.
Mommy.
Grace. You're gonna break it.
Mommy,
See,
I can't.
you're going to break it. Grab the charger too and bring it over here. But you need to use your words and you need to be patient. Grab the charger, the thing that the charger's attached to. See the big rectangle? Yeah, there you go. Now bring it over. Okay, what do you want? A new one? There you go. Take it up. Carefully. There you go. Good job. Welcome, Sylvanos. Sylvanos. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to butcher your name if I did. Where did I put it? I got sidetracked, sorry. That happens a lot. When you have a crazy 6-year-old, she's not crazy, she's just wild. Your brain goes in many directions all the time. They used to say it was pregnancy brain, then they said it was trauma brain, now it's mom brain. I don't know what it is, it's something brain. What do we got here? This one's the Green Witch Oracle, and I like this one just because it talks about, well, it's nature, grounding, and of course, herbs and spices. Transition, cauliflower. Okay, and these are, you know, grounding vegetables and foods to eat to help ground yourself, feel better, make you healthier. Leadership, which is broccoli, all those greens, that's a given. And then memory, rosemary. Simple spices and herbs, they can be used in so many different ways. And it's also something you definitely want to, those little herb gardens. What does that smell? I don't know. Maybe that's outside. They must have the barbecue. Weird. It must be the barbecue. Weird. Ritual. Sweet corn. So I gotta check. I gotta make sure if I smell smoke or something burning, I want to know where it's coming from because we don't want no fires. And then we got Hope, which is the daffodil. Man, that smell. What is this? Maybe I'm just smelling. Maybe I'm just being energy, orange, citrus. Then we have. Man, that's gonna drive me nuts. Why? What am I smelling? Hold on. What is up? I want to make sure all is well. Grace, isn't the barbecue out there? Must be the neighbor's barbecuing, but it doesn't smell like food. It smells like burning garbage or something. Weird. Sorry, I had to check. Just here. Welcome. I have to check on that stuff. You can't mess around. And this is an old house, so I'm pretty sure it would burn quite quickly. That's not some shit we want. Duality, a banana. My kid loves her banana bread. We'll have to make some tomorrow. So get some bananas. And then, time is at 6:25. Man, that's gonna drive me nuts. But if it's still there, I'm gonna have to go check the basement. It's not my, well, they would know. I don't know. Now I'm just talking to myself. Why I'm smelling that? He could be maybe welding or something out there. Weird. Well, we just roll with it. I don't see no flames. I don't see anything looking like it's smoking. So whatever it is, we'll see. And I have the Cosmic Dancer. Give me a couple for this collective, please. Anything dancing is a way to release all that energy. Transmutation with dancing is one of the best, most amazing ways, obviously, to stay fit, healthy, and transmute that negative energy. It's the best way to release all of the things. Okay, well, give me one more. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. Practice daily. No joke. You don't have to be perfectionist. Just show up. Practice. Get moving. One of my biggest things, I mean, growing up as a kid, young kid, was dancing. I was able to release anger. I had a lot of trauma, a lot of crazy shit to heal from. And I was able to stay I was still unhealed because I didn't know how to heal. But I was naturally doing the necessary things to keep myself on an even keel. I didn't know that. Like, I wasn't purposely doing it. Intuitively, I was doing it. My body was trying to show me what I needed to heal. And I didn't learn that until just a few months ago. I was able to piece that together, which was pretty interesting. But I remember locking myself in the bedroom as a kid and putting on music and just flowing with it. Not worrying about my movements if I was going to be the dance queen of the world. It was about feeling the music and moving with the music and transitioning that anger, that hate, that fear, the hurt, the shame, the guilt, transmuting that and releasing that. And you would actually feel, 20 pounds lighter when you're done, just from being able to release that stuff that was just clinging on, holding you down. It's truly one of the best forms to help yourself transition through the pain and allow that stuff to be released in a healthy way. So, and it's not about being pretty. It's not about people liking or judging or any of that. It's about following what your body's trying to show you on how to do it. And your body will show you the way when you can release and let go and listen and feel what your body's trying to show you. Your body naturally wants to heal itself. Stretch and expand. That's how you get started, right? Start small. And as you're doing that, you're going to feel where those tensions are, where that extra pain and stress is. And then communicate with spirit, which is exactly what I was saying. Be open. Allow the intuition and spirit to guide you. Come back to center. Amen. I like when it just says exactly what I was talking about. Get playful. Don't be worried about what people think. Don't care what it looks like. Get playful. Feel it. Release it. Get used to seeing yourself in a mirror doing goofy things. Like those dance moves that would never be shown on some ballet show or whatever, right? Like, get used to doing the goofy stuff that nobody cares about. Because when you do that, you're able to laugh at yourself. And when you can look at yourself doing absolutely crazy things, not harmful things, but things that are, oh my God, like you would laugh at somebody else if you saw that. And not in a mean way, you're just laughing because it's funny and you can tell they're having fun. When you can do that with yourself, you truly are in a good spot. And it empowers you and it makes you more confident and more able to do those things that step you out of the comfort zone and put you in a place of empowerment, peace, and self-love. So it's a big deal. And then surrender and trust. Spirit will guide you through music, through your body, exactly how to heal and release those pains. And eventually, when I get a big enough space that I can actually dance without being in the middle of the street looking like a crazy person, I'd rather be in my house looking like a crazy person. But eventually I'm going to kind of try to figure out, I don't want to say a course, but something that can kind of help guide you to listen and hear yourself in a way where you can kind of see and understand. And it's kind of hard to do that intuitively without, you have to kind of film yourself or get filmed in process, not knowing that it's there. Because you can't show the intuition and the thing when you're explaining how to do it, right? Because it's not a step-by-step guide. It's just a way to show kind of how to do it. And it's possible. Can I have one of the karma cards? Analyze Mercury. Oh no, that'll be Mercury retrograde. We're done with that for a little bit. I hope it's not coming up. We all get crazy. Mercury and Aries, eh? Let's see. Communicate your desires regarding. Give me one more. One more. Communicate your willpower to. Okay, communicate where it is. Your desires regarding. Sorry, I can't read. A different way of looking at things, which is Uranus, and then regarding your spiritual values, and do it in a big way. Amen. I'm with that. And ask questions. Get curious. That's the biggest things. Affirmations. Let shit go. Breathe it out. Transmute it. And get curious. Ask questions and listen for the answers. Those are the biggest keys and the easiest, fastest way to inspire really big change with small, I don't want to say small effort, because once you start asking, you can really go down a rabbit hole, but it's the easiest way to do something where you're actually going to see change in your thought processes, the way you're viewing things. You're going to see it very quickly, very, very quickly. Okay, well, I'm doing this one. Yeah, I see you calling to me. Hold on. We're going to get some past life. What do we got from past life things? People, characters in this collective. Who we got going on around here? Okay. Give me one more. Last shuffle. Okay, bottom of the deck. Native Americans. And this is your past lives, other lives, other timelines, as many times as you've been reincarnated along the way. Welcome, user from Asia also. Unrequited love. Yeah, that's usually some karmic crap. Sucks, but those are the hardest ones to get over because that cord is there, and really it's hard to learn those lessons both at the same time, it seems. So it usually remains unrequited because both can't learn the lessons, and until both do, they don't get to reunite. So it may stay unrequited, and it is what it is, and you have to learn to trust it and move on and let go and let God. Somebody worked in transportation on the train. I like it. We had some orphans in here. I think that's what's going on now too with all of those, all the child stuff. We're trying to bring that shit to an end so we can stop with the orphans, and right now we're going to be looking for homes for all of them. And I really truly hope that when all this goes down and these children come out, they get the help they need and they get a safe space. And that's what we really need to be healing for, because that's our generation, the next generation. We don't want to ever have these mistakes happen again, because there's been a lot of shit happening that should have never happened, should have never been allowed to happen. But free will is a bitch. So, and greed is pretty shitty. So we have to do what we can to heal so that this shit doesn't happen ever again. And then we have some artists, some creatives. That's a given. That's when you create from that space, you're creating from your highest best self, and you're just giving to the world with as much love as you possibly can from your most authentic self, and that's beautiful. Of course, we have spirituality and religion, and that just, it is what it is. There's good and bad in everything, so there's no judgment. Healing through dance moving, I like that. And then Celtic, so that would be, why do I want to say Scottish? Irish? Yeah. Interesting. That's a part of me too, but that's way back in the ancestry. I kind of want to get the, what do they call that? The DNA, what's it called? Like myancestry.com, all that. I kind of want, my brother did that, and I just never have. I think that would be interesting to learn. We should all do that. We learn more about our history, our culture, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we can learn from it and share it on 636 on the clock. Okay, Spirit. Archangel Christiel. Connect with unicorns. Receive the white ascension flame. Yeah, you are the unicorn. And as you're healing and doing great things, you're going to keep ascending. And the higher you ascend, even just by default, you're pulling all those others up along with you. Because we all have cords, we all have attachments, and no matter how many times you cut them, they're there from past lives, they're there from all these things. So you can only cut them and release them. You can keep doing as much, but until that shit's healed, it's going to keep connecting. But as you're healing, those cords are pulling them up too, and they're having no other option but to heal. What do you need, my love?
When you do that, I'm gonna go pee then.
You're going to go pee? Is that what you're saying?
There's something
Okay. And then we have Archangel Zaria. Give and receive love and obey the spiritual laws. Universal laws. Do what. Always lead with your best intention. Careful. Holy Hannah. Archangel Garciza. Create a solid spiritual foundation. Be in service to the planet. However it is, you can do that in your highest, best way. Okay, don't throw them all at me. Give me one more. Don't do it. Bottom of the deck. Oh, wow, you had to come out. I'll roll my eyes because I can't say it. Lord Vasil. I'm sure I butchered that. Accept and send healing. You are a being of the universe. Oh, the way I butcher some of these names. It is what it is. We're not judging. It is what it is. Okay, Grace, be gentle, please. And why did you pile your iPad here? Then we have Archangel Jeremiah. Oh my God. Learn from the challenges. Learn from your challenges. Relax and trust.
I'll go pee.
Okay, go pee. Oh my Lord, this child. Then Archangel Jophiel. Act with wisdom. Use information for the highest good. Archangel Zadkiel. It's time for transmutation. Carry the violet flame. That's what I'm talking about with the dancing and all that, and the movement and the affirmation. That's what you're doing, right? You're transmuting all that from negative to good, and you're creating in that transmutation a stable foundation to start then building on, which is fantastic. Seraphim Seraphiza. Relax and open up to source. Keep your heart open so you can hear the answers that they're trying to say to you. Grace. Archangel Azrael. It is time to let go and prepare for change. What you can't control, you have to let go of. You have to give it to God and say, I cannot control this and I don't want to be burdened by it. And I trust you to do what is best for everybody's highest, best good. And then you got to let it be. Archangel Bokpi. It is time to fly. Listen to your intuition. do what brings you joy. And as long as you're following that and listening to your intuition, you're always going to be on the right path, period. Miss Grace, keep playing with me, child. 1, 2. What did I just say? Yeah, come over here and get your laptop. Or it's going to be gone, my friend. And then I have one more because I wanted to do an angel number, and then I'm getting off here. Where did you go? Oh, here. Oh, no, we'll do this one first, and then the angel number. What are you doing? Oh, my Lord. This child drives me crazy.
Special delivery.
Oh, thank you. I love your special deliveries.
Thank you.
Oh, you have to hold this, too. Now, carefully set it down. Please don't break it. I love my child. I love my child. I love my child. Thank you, God. Okay. Let me have a healing energy oracle. Okay, that's too big. No, that's good. That's fine. I'm not going to do any more than that, though, because I want to go. Nessa, welcome. Positive thinking. My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being, and I find serenity. And if you notice, these are all on trend with what I'm talking about, because there's a method to my madness. There's a reason I'm speaking what I'm speaking, and it's about understanding that we can only do what we can control. And when they say pause, let go, wait, all those things, they're not saying don't do anything. What they're saying is do everything that you have learned to this point. Everything that you have learned through your other cycles, through your other bouts of struggle and awareness and self-awareness and learning, all of those things. Do all of the legwork that you can possibly do. Find the resources, do the research, do all of the things. Don't force anything, but do the learning and do everything that you can do without being crazy, without trying to control or manipulate others, right? And when you do that, and you've done everything you can do, then you have to say, okay, God, it's to you. I've done everything that I can do. If there's more things that you need me to do, show them to me, please. Show them to me so that I can do that, and they will show you the answer. If you've done everything that you can possibly do, you say thank you. If there's nothing else to show me, then you continue moving forward in that manner, and I promise you, that thing that you're worrying about that you can't understand, find a way out of, God's going to find you a way. Maybe not out of it, but through it. It's going to find you a way where you can overcome it and learn a lesson and bring yourself back to love. And that's really, truly what it is. And when you do that, you turn that wheel in your favor. But to do that, you must process and learn the lesson. Because if you don't learn the lesson and you don't do everything that you can do to learn the lesson, they can't help you, right? Welcome back, Limousine. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me, which lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. These affirmations are huge. Joy. Like, remember I said, it doesn't matter what happens in this world. Nobody can take that from you. Nobody. When you lose your joy, you gave it away. When you give it away, then it's hard as hell to get it back. It is hard. Never let somebody take that choice from you. That joy. You can choose it. It doesn't matter if you got nothing. There's space where you can find joy. And when you can get to that space, you can do anything. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. No joke. And it's true. It's so true. Serenity. Through love, release, and inner work, I know peace. I have a gentle view of life and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. Good. That sounded like the cattle. And then self-love, which is what I preach. Affirmation, self-love, self-care, gratitude. And no, it's not toxic positivity. There has to be a balance. 646. Thank you, Spirit. There has to be a balance. There's polarity, duality, all those things, but there's also a spectrum. And you can't know the good if you don't know the bad, and vice versa. So, it's understanding, recognizing it, and loving all those parts. The good, the bad, the ugly. And when we get to that point, we really, truly have a good space to branch out from. Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and soul. Thus, I learn to love myself. Really, these affirmations, when you say them, get used to saying them, memorize them. In those moments of chaos, they will save your life. Those moments when you don't think one other person on this planet gives a shit about you, know that these affirmations were put there to let you know that God does care. The universe does care. Your highest, best self cares. Your inner child cares. There's people that don't even know you yet that care. People simultaneously on another timeline that need you here, learning, growing, doing better. There's a million reasons for you to be here. Just because you don't know all of them or can't see all of them just yet, they're there. I promise they're there. And when you start showing up for yourself and changing that shit from chaos into these beautiful affirmations, you're absolutely creating blessings in disguise. 4444. I love it. Obstacles, resilience, strength, character building, experience, and transformation. Challenges may lie ahead, but you have the strength to overcome them. If you felt lost, know that the winds of change are now blowing in your favor. Though some things may fall apart, you're building the foundation for something better. Stay strong and keep moving forward. Amen. Oh, I love these ones so much. Okay. We don't want to overdo it. Oh, here we go, eh? 1919 cycles. I was talking about this. This is just confirming everything I was talking about. Karma, transformation, balance, influence, power, cycles, change, and renewal. Karma is approaching. Let go of the need to control, as you cannot force things to happen. Embrace the lessons life offers to prevent them from repeating in the future. Make room for new experiences and positive transformations in your life. When I tell you, Spirit be confirming every damn thing I'm talking about, have been talking about, there's a reason for it. The reason is people think they're lost. People get so caught up in the dumb shit that they forget that everything's in cycles. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing is there. This transformation, this bad time is there for you to learn from it. And you're going to overcome it as long as you're trying. As long as you show up for yourself, you're going to overcome it. You're going to win. Show up for yourself. God wants to show up for you. The universe wants to show out for you. They want to just bring you everything you ever wanted. But they can't do it till you show up for you. You have to choose to be chosen. And that's why I talk about it like I do, because everyone talks about the chosen ones, and there's no judgment at all, and there's no shade, because they're doing it so you can understand how much love and how special you are, and how everybody has that opportunity to be special. Every single person is chosen. It's your decision whether you're going to answer the call, whether you're going to choose you so you can be chosen. When you choose you, you choose God. You choose your highest best self. You choose the journey. When you choose the journey, you are chosen. It just is what it is. 1414, light up. Good vibes, balance, respect, family, optimism, quality, new connections, and joy. Focus on your needs, desires, and passions. A lighthearted approach makes everything more accessible. New opportunities, a fresh friendship, or even an addition to your family are on the horizon. Positive energy will accelerate the flow of blessings coming your way. It's not about toxic positivity. It's about understanding that even in the worst circumstances, there's something to be grateful for. There's something to find. That doesn't mean ignore the bad shit and I'm going to be happy even though the whole world is collapsing around me. No. But if the whole world is collapsing around you and there's nothing you can do to control all those other things, why are you going to kill yourself over it when you can control your response to it, your reaction? And a lot of these things, the towers falling and all this chaos, is because people reacted instead of responding. They reacted to something that they felt, their emotion, their unhealed, their triggers, that made this small thing into a huge mountain, right? So it's about perspective and letting go of what you can't control, focusing on what you can control, yourself, your highest best self, and shining that out into the world. Okay, it's almost 7 o'clock, and I've been on here for a while, but there was a message to share. I will be back on tomorrow, and I will do same idea, same different topics usually, but it depends on what the theme is. But also, I'll be available for readings, for paid readings, for live readings. Also, you can always email me if you're looking for personal readings that you don't want read out online, right? And you can do them through email or through video like this, like I send you the video, or on Zoom, right? Or whatever I think it would be Zoom. So then you can ask the questions going, and it's a more interactive thing, and it's better for when you're not quite understanding where to go or how to take that information and move forward with it. So those options are all there. Feel free to check it out. Also, I always post these on my YouTube, which is the same as this, Creativity Guides Me. I post the live, so when there are readings or when there's things that you think you might have missed, you can go back and see the whole live. And then it allows you the space, especially if you got a live reading, then you can go and, look it up, check it back, see all of the things that are available, see those things when you're speaking of them. I know she said something about that. You can go back and check it out and confirm for your own self, right? That message was for you and that it relates, it resonates, right? So I encourage you to go there. Also, if you go to, if you're interested in teas, in buying some of my artwork, the teas I make myself, I put a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of research into them. Also, I make tinctures, which are your vitamins, but way better without all the junk. So check them out. And now this month, I believe it's this month. I think it just started today. For the next month, will be 25% off all sales there. For my first customers, I just want to get it out there, get everybody trying it. They get to see my brilliance in action, and get it out there, get people getting healthier one step at a time, no matter what it is. So I will be on tomorrow. Oh yeah, and my Etsy is creativelyguided.etsy.com. Creatively guided, yes, .etsy.com. I'm pretty sure it's linked in my bio anyway, but if you want to, go check it out. 25% off is a pretty good discount, and a good way to try something at less funds and see if it's something that you enjoy and you're going to find useful in your day-to-day life. So I love you guys. Thanks for showing up, and I will be on tomorrow with some more guided talks, wherever they may take us, and ready for reading. So have a good day. I love you guys.